Welcome to another exciting episode on Cryptic Mystic Vault. Today we delve into the enigmatic world of the Celtic Druids. These prominent figures were more than just priests. They were legal authorities, educators, and philosophers who influenced Celtic societies across Europe. Their roles varied, shaped by the unique traditions of different Celtic cultures. From the misty highlands of Scotland to the lush landscapes of France, the Druids were the keepers of knowledge and the intermediaries between humans and the mysterious forces of nature. The Druids, shrouded in mystery, have left an indelible mark on the annals of history. Our understanding of the Druids primarily comes from external accounts. These accounts, most notably from Roman historians like Julius Caesar and Pliny the Elder, provide us with a fascinating, albeit biased, glimpse into the world of the Druids. Julius Caesar, in his first-hand account of the Gallic Wars, portrays the Druids as central figures in Celtic society. They were philosophers, educators, and high-ranking priests who held sway over the spiritual and legal affairs of their communities. But it's worth noting that Caesar's accounts might have been influenced by his own political agenda, painting the Druids as a powerful, potentially threatening force that needed to be subdued. Later, Pliny the Elder, a Roman naturalist, shares a different perspective. He focuses on the Druids' connection to nature and their use of plants like mistletoe in their rituals. However, his writings are also tinged with bias, often exoticizing the Druids and their practices. Fast forward to the medieval era, and we find yet another portrayal of the Druids in Christianized Irish tales. Here, they are depicted as sorcerers opposing the rise of Christianity. This shift in narrative could be attributed to the changing political and religious landscape of the time. So, what does this mean for our understanding of the Druids? Well, it's clear that the picture painted by these ancient texts is complex and multifaceted, shaped by the perspectives and agendas of their authors. They offer us valuable insights, but they also pose challenges in separating fact from fiction, the real Druids from the ones shaped by the narratives of their observers. And so we remain reliant on these ancient texts, each offering a unique lens to view the Druidic world through. Despite the scarcity of direct evidence, certain Druidic practices and beliefs have stood the test of time. The Druids, revered as high-ranking figures in ancient Celtic societies, are often associated with a deep connection to nature. This relationship was not merely aesthetic or recreational, but was intrinsically linked to their spiritual beliefs and practices. One of the most iconic rituals associated with the Druids is the mistletoe ceremony. The mistletoe, a plant that grows on the branches of trees, particularly the sacred oak, was considered a potent symbol of life's endurance. It was collected with great reverence and used in various ceremonies, possibly for its supposed healing properties. The Druids also held a profound belief in the transmigration of souls, a concept suggesting that the soul was immortal, passing at death from one person into another. Such a belief system underscores the Druids' profound sense of continuity and connection, not just amongst themselves, but with the world around them. Intriguingly, the Druids are known to have used a unique script, known as agam. This was a system of writing comprising straight lines drawn or cut on stone, wood, or metal. However, their wisdom and knowledge were predominantly passed down orally, from one generation to the next. This oral tradition, while making it difficult for historians to piece together their practices, reflects the Druids' deeply ingrained respect for the spoken word and the power it holds. These practices offer a tantalizing glimpse into the Druidic worldview, one deeply rooted in nature and spirituality. While we may never fully unravel the complexities of their beliefs and rituals, we can appreciate the profound influence they had on Celtic societies and the enduring legacy they left behind. The Druids faced significant suppression, which ironically played a key role in their modern revival. As the Roman Empire expanded its reach, the Druids' sway was curtailed. The Romans, intolerant of the Druids' influence and their non-conforming religious practices, suppressed the order. The Druids, with their deep-rooted beliefs and practices, were seen as a threat to the Roman way of life. This suppression didn't end with the Romans. As Christianity started to spread across Europe, the Druids faced a new wave of suppression. They were depicted in Christianized Irish tales as sorcerers opposing Christianity, further eroding their status in society. But despite these efforts, the Druids, like the resilient oak tree they revered, stood firm. Fast forward to the modern era, and we see a fascinating revival of interest in Druidry. The mystic allure of the Druids, their connection with nature, and their spiritual practices have resonated with many. This resurgence has led to the formation of neo-Druidic movements, a testament to the enduring allure of the Druids' wisdom. These movements, while drawing from the ancient practices and beliefs, have also adapted to our modern world. They incorporate elements of historical Druidism, but are also colored by contemporary values such as environmentalism and the preservation of cultural heritage. Neo-Druidic movements are not merely about recreating the past, they are about drawing from it to create a meaningful and sustainable future. So while the Druids were suppressed, they were never truly vanquished. Their spirit, much like the eternal cycle of nature they worshipped, continues to renew and reinvent itself. The Druids' wisdom, their reverence for nature, and their spiritual practices continue to inspire and guide us, even in our technologically advanced age. Even after centuries of suppression, the allure of the Druids persists, enchanted in the webs of modern spiritual movements. The Druids, though long gone, continue to echo in the corridors of time. Their legacy, rich with wisdom and myth, has permeated the spiritual and cultural landscapes of Celtic nations and beyond. Even today, their influence is not just a whisper in the wind, but a tangible presence. Modern Druidic practices, while varied, often draw from the wellspring of ancient traditions. They incorporate elements of historical Druidry, reflecting a deep respect for nature, a commitment to community, and a reverence for the old ways. But remember, these practices also evolve, imbued with contemporary interpretations and values. The resurgence of interest in Druidry has led to a renewed appreciation of Celtic heritage, a reconnection with nature, and a rekindling of ancient wisdom in a modern world. This revival is not just a nostalgic glance backward, but a meaningful path forward, a way to carry forward the wisdom of the ancients into the future. As we continue to unearth their secrets, the Druids remind us of a time when man and nature danced to the same mystic tune. Until next time, keep exploring the cryptic mystic vault.